If you're planning a cruise in 2025, you might get denied boarding if you don't follow these new travel rules. Some of them are so strict, they're catching travelers off guard. Let's go over everything you need to know before you step on that ship. Cruise lines and governments are tightening rules, changing requirements, and even banning certain things from ships. If you don't stay updated, your trip could be ruined before it even begins. I'll break down the biggest rule changes and how they could affect your next cruise. In 2024, we already saw cruise lines getting stricter about boarding rules, passport requirements, and even what you can bring on board. But in 2025, it's getting even more serious. Here's what you need to watch out for. 1. New passport and visa rules. Some of the biggest cruise destinations are changing entry requirements, and many travelers aren't prepared. Europe's ETIAS visa waiver. If you're from the US, Canada, UK, or dozens of other countries, you'll now need an ETIAS travel authorization to enter most of Europe. This includes Spain, Italy, France, and Greece, huge cruise hotspots. Stricter passport rules. Some countries are now requiring at least 6 months of validity on your passport from your return date, not just your departure. If your passport is close to expiring, you might be denied boarding. More countries requiring visas. Places like Brazil and Sri Lanka are adding online visa requirements, meaning you need to apply before you travel. Miss one of these and you're stuck at the port too. Baggage restrictions are getting stricter. If you thought airlines were bad, cruise lines are now cracking down on what you can bring. No more power strips? Some cruise lines are banning non-surge protected power strips, a must-have for many travelers. Tighter alcohol and beverage policies. Some cruise lines are no longer allowing even sealed water bottles to prevent people from sneaking in alcohol. Luggage weight limits. Certain cruise lines are experimenting with stricter luggage limits, meaning you may have to pay extra for too much baggage. 3. Onboard rules are changing. Smoking ban expanding. More cruise lines are banning smoking on balconies, with fines for those caught breaking the rule. New dress codes. Some cruise lines are banning certain clothing in dining rooms, like ripped jeans and even flip-flops. Stricter behavior policies. More passengers are getting kicked off for breaking rules, like hogging pull chairs, sneaking alcohol, or filming staff without permission. 4. Port restrictions and environmental rules. Many popular cruise ports are limiting how many ships can dock per day. Venice, Italy. Large cruise ships are no longer allowed in the city center. Barcelona, Spain. Cruise passenger numbers are being capped to reduce overcrowding. Hawaii and Alaska. Stricter emissions rules mean some older ships can't sail there anymore. If you don't follow these new rules, you could be denied boarding, fined, or even kicked off the ship. The solution? Check your passport now, apply for any new visas, and double-check your cruise line's baggage and onboard policies. 2025 is bringing some of the biggest cruise travel rule changes in years. Whether it's visa requirements, baggage restrictions, or onboard policies, make sure you're prepared so your trip goes smoothly. Don't let these new rules ruin your vacation. Subscribe for the latest travel updates.